Today we rented a rug doctor, and we get a lot of comments on our channel, especially on our live streams, of people asking us how can they clean a rug at home. What are some pro tips when they're using this machine? So what we're gonna do today is we are going to clean a couple of the rugs with it, and then show you how much more dust we get out of them after, and how much more dirt comes out when we wash them. And then I'll give you guys an idea of the best ways to actually use this if you are going to use this at home. So because we're using the Rug Doctor, we're going to use their product. This is the only one they had in Home Depot. It's the Pet Deep Carpet Cleaner. I've got 2 gallons of hot water here, and they want you to use 4 ounces per gallon. So we're going to put 8 ounces in here. Give that a mix. Now this cleaning solution goes into the blue tank on the bottom here. Now this tank, this is the recovery tank. So what this machine does is it puts water out, scrubs the carpet, and then vacuums up and recovers it into this tank here. So once we're done, we should see how much dirty water we get in this tank. So the first thing I'm noticing on a rug specifically, it's having a hard time not moving the rug as I run the machine. So we are standing on the rug and we are going in one direction. But I am noticing that it is taking out some of the dirt. I can see some of that dirty water getting into the tank. They recommend for, if the carpet is not very soiled, you go 1 foot per second. If it's very soiled, you go 1 foot every 2 seconds. So I'm trying to do that 2-second cadence here, and we'll see what we get out. The other thing I'm noticing, I'm seeing a lot of probably soap left behind, so I'm going to try to run this machine just to vacuum some of that up. They don't talk about rinsing with this machine. It's a point I want to get to later in the video, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, so we're definitely getting dirt out with this machine. A couple of things that are jumping out to me already though. This is the pet treatment for this product, and for this machine, and there's no dwell time. So you're basically just running this machine, putting that chemistry down, and immediately sucking it back up, which I don't see how that could really work. Most of the cleaning solutions we use, especially for pet treatment, need to dwell for 10 to 20, sometimes 30 minutes so they're effective and they actually break down that urine. It has a nice smell to it. It has like a deodorizing smell to it, but I don't know how effective it would work, especially on pet stains that are becoming much deeper in your carpet and into your padding. The other thing I'm noticing, quite a bit of foam, and I only did this small area here with 2 gallons of this cleaning solution. You'd have to keep rinsing this out, or else you're going to get less vacuum, and it's going to start taking up the room in the machine. So the other issue I'm seeing here, now this might not be as big of a deal when you use this machine for wall-to-wall carpeting, but if you're going to use it on a rug in your house, in order to clean properly, you have to get to the end of the rug, and by doing so, there's a lot of water coming out onto the floor, because I'm guessing that the delivery system is somewhere around here. On your wood floor, you're gonna have to kind of, it seems like you're gonna have to have like a mop on hand or something. You have to kind of you can't leave this on your floor when you're doing, especially any kind of wood floor, or even LVT or any other kind of floor you might have. But again, it's not too wet. It doesn't look like it's doing, it's definitely removing dirt, but for this particular rug here, if I wanted to properly clean it, it seems like I'd have to do it many, many times. All right, so this is a little something we do in the shop a lot, even for us to see how clean something is after we clean it. This rug is wet. I just took a clean microfiber towel and I rubbed it on the rug, and you can see how much dirt I left behind. Now, both of these rugs that we've done so far are pretty heavily soiled, but I am trying to follow the directions of the machine. Now, if I was going to continue to do this and I was in my home, I would let this dry and do it again, let it dry and do it again until I really get that water to run clear. This would take a while, especially on rugs that are this soiled. Rug number 2. All right, so I'm going to actually run the machine one more time on both these rugs. I'm going to give the machine a fair shot. Now, the directions basically tell you just to do that. If I was using this, again, I said it earlier in the video, I would, once I finish, let the rug dry or let it kind of get a little bit drier. And then I would actually just put clean water in the machine, just hot water in the machine, and run it just with water to rinse off some of the soap and some more of the dirt. As carpet dries, some of the dirt that's a little bit deeper in the rug fibers or the carpet fibers is going to start to evaporate up with the water. That's called wicking. If I was going to do this in a home, I would want some of that wicking to take place and then rinse that away with fresh water. Okay, so you just watched us clean these 2 rugs here with our rug doctor, And now we are going to dust the rugs and see how much dirt that the rug doctor left behind. And then from this step, we'll actually wash the rugs to see how much more dirt we get out. Quite a bit of dust. All right, so let's see how much dust we got out of this one. All right, so the last step in our three-part series here for renting a rug doctor, we are now going to actually wash these two rugs. So we've already used the rug doctor, then we dusted them to show you how much more was still left behind, and now we're going to actually wash them. Now, on this here, you're seeing a little bit of this soap, and this is what I was talking about before, where I think that the machine, the rug doctor, is leaving a lot of soap behind. And this soap left behind will lead to a lot more dirt accumulating on your rug a lot quicker. At this point, we are just scrubbing. We haven't added any new soap. But you can see a lot of dirt just coming out. Now on this one here, this is a mat. It's got a rubber backing. There's nothing for us to really clean on the back of the mat. So we're just going to hand brush this one and then rinse out the front of the rugs.
Much better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Much better. Woo! Woo! Quick.
Into the centrifuge. All right, everybody, that's the end of today's video. We're going to show you the pictures right now from before, then after the rug doctor, and then after we've cleaned them fully in our shop. So, what have we learned? I think the rug doctor is a decent machine to use if you don't have a ton of dirt on your wall-to-wall carpet or your rugs. It's a little hard to maneuver on a rug, especially on a smaller rug. It has a tendency to move the rug around. Has quite a bit of overspray from what we found, and that can stay on your floors. If you have a wood floor, you can kind of get that moisture between the floorboards if you don't handle it quickly. So maybe you would want to use this either on like a tile floor, move the rug, maybe just do it outside. Now, if you have a lot of dirt on your carpeting, I don't think it's the best option. You probably should call a professional carpet cleaner, but it's definitely a good option for in between for maintenance. I don't know how effective it works on pet urine. There's not a lot of dwell time with the way the machine works and the chemistry, so I have a feeling that it doesn't really work overly well. I think you're just gonna end up masking the odors more than anything. In a couple weeks, we're gonna show you how we would use this at your home if we were to use it at your home. I think there's a couple more steps that you should be taking with that machine. Maybe use it a little bit longer and a little bit differently than the way the directions are intended for. But we will make that video soon. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Again, we've been coming at you from our shop here in beautiful sunny Farmingdale. Now, if you ever need anything from us, you live in New York, please don't hesitate. Give us a call, talk direct to us. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day, I guess. That's a weird way to do that. I've never done that
You've
before.
never done that. Have a nice day.
Nice day.